Hey, so is it just me? Or does anybody else have problems drifting in Assetto Corsa EVO? It kind of feels a little bit weird. I mean, we are now in an M4, and maybe it works a little bit better now. Oof. Yeah, straightening it out is really difficult. If you don't get the moment quite right, it will either spin or snap back. And I don't know, in original Assetto Corsa I felt it was fairly simple to get really nice drifts, you know? Even though I'm not a particularly good drifter, but this is a little bit weird. It kind of feels like either there is too much grip on the front axle, or you don't have a limited slip diff or something like that. I don't know, somehow it doesn't feel quite right. On road cars, I'm talking about road cars, I'm also using road tires, which can be found under fuel and strategy and not under tires, which is also kind of funny. But okay, you know, once you know it, doesn't matter too much, you will be able to find them. Traction control is obviously off. Whew. It is thrilling to go sideways, for sure, because you never really know what happens. Like now, it was not what I planned to. But it gets back on grip really, really fast. And that makes it sort of very, very snappy. That was pretty bad. But it's also really not that easy. To me, it's very difficult at the moment, to be honest. I am used to drifting differently in Assetto Corsa, and now I can't really do it. Whatever that was. Really not that easy. I'm gonna try a different car now. Vehicle setup. Let's go to fuel and strategy, put road tires on. This is also really funny. Maybe I have to change toe and camber and stuff, but I'm really not good at doing suspension setups. This is completely undriftable, but it should be driftable. It's front engine, rear wheel drive, lots of horsepower, road tires. It should be very nice to actually get it sideways and keep it sideways, but it isn't. It really wants to spin on you and snap back like that. If I do a little bit of a flick into a corner, this one will go sideways, but then it won't straighten out again, which is the weirdest part. This, like, look at that. Full opposite lock and not even on throttle and not much angle, and it will just spin. Nothing you can do about it. I don't think that's natural car behavior. Come on! It's not a race car, this, you know? Like, I would expect this to happen from GT3 cars and all those high downforce, slick race cars. They're built for that. They're built for an insane amount of grip, and then once they start sliding, they're pretty much out of control. But this is a road car, and I put road tires on it, not those super grippy hypercar whatever. What? Like, what is this? This is so frustrating. So frustrating. I don't like it. What do you think about it? Honestly, I can't be the only one struggling like that, right? Am I doing something wrong? Do I have to change camber and toe? Might be a reason, but yeah, the BMW definitely was a little bit better. Still, I think, very difficult, especially for a BMW. But this is undriftable to me. Okay, give it up. Okay, let's compare it to the original Assetto Corsa. Okay, look, I know this is not the exact same car as a Camaro, but it's the Mustang. I put the worst tires that you can get on it. I also put traction control off. Look how easy it is. This is just... I mean, it doesn't really have the punch that you need in third gear to keep it fully sideways, you know, but you can do a flick and then you put it sideways a little bit, as much as you want it, and it is very easy to straighten it out, to keep it at an angle, like whatever you want to do. It's really not difficult, you know, to balance the car. I mean, okay, this one really struggles with power, I think. No problem whatsoever through even a faster corner in third gear, and now look at this. It doesn't snap back, it doesn't spin, it's just going sideways easily the way you want it. That was a bit too much on my side. And still, I mean, I know that was not a nice drift around the corner, but instead of spinning, I managed to straighten it out and then, you know, have a bit of a wheel spin in the other direction before straightening it out again. So original Assetto Corsa M4, I put street tires on it because if you want to go sideways, it's always better to have less grip. It's easier to handle normally. Whole different world. It is a bit more grippy than the Ford Mustang was, but it's still comparatively easy. It's not really a big deal. Yeah, I was a bit too late here. Because I'm scared already, you know, from Assetto Corsa EVO, I am scared to spin it or have it snap back at me or something. This is how it's supposed to feel, you know, it's still exciting, it's still, things can go wrong, but they don't as easily. Down the corkscrew. That's exactly how I want it to feel. Super nice. Let's go a bit crazier even. Look at that. Now look, this is a 488 GTB. And there are no street tires for that. So we are using those hypercar grippy tires that just came out of the pits. That was a good one already, you know. This should be very difficult in comparison to, let's say, a Camaro. And yeah, you can tell it is a little bit snappier than the M4 in Assetto Corsa EVO and also the Mustang that we tried, but that's because it is mid-engine and also uses very grippy tires, so it shouldn't be as easy to drift, and it isn't. Also, I'm not very good at drifting. But I do like it if a car is manageable around the edge, you know? This one is sort of, I mean, provoking a drift on the entrance and stuff maybe is a little bit too much. Oops, that was maybe a bit ambitious, but worked out. Oof. Still managed not to lose it though. Let's see, second gear around the hairpin. Wasn't really a nice one. But I guess you do get my point. I do struggle to drift in Assetto Corsa EVO, and in the original Assetto Corsa I remember I really had a lot of fun going sideways with all kinds of cars. At least on a corner exit, you know, even if you don't go fully sideways, fully drifting because you're losing time. Let's say you're in a race, but I like to turn traction control off on all cars if it's available to turn it off, you know, other than maybe full-on race cars, because once they start spinning, usually I lost them. But road cars normally should be somewhat able to go sideways without fully losing control. And in the original Assetto Corsa I feel that was the case, or is still the case. And in EVO, for some reason at the moment it is not, and I hope they will fix that, because it is a big part, especially I think I give it up, but especially thinking about an open world coming up. And in the open world it's not all about lap time, it's just about having fun, and having fun means going sideways in a roundabout or something, you know. So I think, yeah, it should definitely be adapted in the way that road cars can be drifted a little bit. That's my opinion. I don't know if you agree, or you have similar problems, or you don't, and I just did something very, very wrong, didn't adjust something properly or whatever. Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. And I lost it again.